Do you think that there's a strong case for synthetic data startups, just given the need for evaluations to cover all of these different use cases? Is maybe you have a use case and you use a synthetic data generator to come up with just many different versions that could potentially poke holes in your product during testing?
There's like two thoughts here that I have, and one of them is a little bit like mysticism, and the other one is a little bit more scientific. But the mysticism one is like, it has never rubbed me the right way to think about a model generating data for itself. I've done too much ML to really trust that. And so I'll start with those priors that, like, I'm always a little bit skeptical. You tell me you're going to use GPT-4 to generate data for GPT-4, and I'm already like, But okay, let's move on. Let's say fine. You know what? These models are big. Too many parameters to worry about something like that. Let's just move on. Okay. I have another feeling, which is I've not had great luck with synthetic data. I believe that it should be reasonable, but I personally have not had good luck with it. And I don't have a super great understanding for why. I've used it to take evals that I have and generate more. I've used it to take existing context and rewrite it and try, 25 variants of rewriting the context. I've tried it to take a system prompt and rewrite it 100 different ways, the same content 100 different ways, to see if any of that makes a difference. I have tried it to both compactify and expand prompts. I have tried it to rewrite my function definitions. I've tried it to rewrite my function descriptions. None of these experiments have worked. Not a single one. Now, I think I just listed 5, maybe 6 of them. All of them are things that I've seen on Twitter, people saying, I've done this and this 10x. None of them have worked for me. None of them have shown any statistical significant improvement on anything. The one thing that I've had a ton of luck with is, here's a very unstructured set of data. I want to turn this set of unstructured data into evals. I basically have a recipe in my brain for how to do it, whether it is textual descriptions of SQL that people already wrote, or whether it is like a bunch of sourced questions from my company, or whether it is a sort of big corpus of stuff I find on the internet that I want to crunch through. And I, Bryan, sit down and say, how would I take 1 or 2 or 3 of these and turn them into an eval, or turn them into a sort of like example? I do that process, and then I describe that process to ChatGPT, and it will then crunch through my unstructured data. This is why I believe that right now, anyone who's in the space of hooking up LLMs to ETLs for unstructured data processing has a lot of opportunity. I think this is a really sick opportunity right now, but I haven't personally had a lot of luck with the sort of like fundamental. I know a couple of companies have tried this, like type in some words and it generates you 1,000 perfect evals for your use case. I haven't seen it.